right, Congressman, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
My pleasure.
All right, so Robert Mueller explaining some of the findings in his report to Democrats, as we just heard. That hearing before the Judiciary Committee is about to wrap up, but he was also put on the defensive by Republicans on the panel. Mueller saying in his report, and now in the hearing, of course, as we saw, that the President Trump could be charged with obstruction of justice after he leaves office. Based on his findings, what's your reaction to that?
Well, let me give some background. I'm an attorney by trade. I've been a prosecutor in the Tuscaloosa District Attorney's Office. I've also been District Attorney of Madison County, Alabama. I've also been on the defense side. And my general reaction to what has transpired with Mueller and before him Comey and President Trump and all this interaction is the American people have been subjected to a dog and pony show, a circus act that has in effect diverted the American public's attention and Washington's attention from major issues that face us as a nation. Deficit and debt that is out of control, that is threatening us with a national bankruptcy and insolvency, border security that has cost 30,000 Americans their lives each year, that we don't have border security. We should be having a healthy debate over free enterprise versus socialism, but instead we're mired in this kind of Mueller report nonsense. In my judgment, Mueller and Comey, the Mueller team, President Trump, they all knew early on that there was zero evidence of collusion or conspiracy between the Trump campaign and Russia. As such, the Russia investigation, at least insofar as there is an interaction with President Trump's campaign, or alleged interaction, it should have been ended long ago, years ago. And in fact, in my judgment, the President of the United States should have terminated the Mueller investigation long ago, inasmuch as there was zero evidence that dealt with collusion with the Russians by President Trump or his campaign. Since he had a right to do that, he also had a duty to do that, and as such, he cannot be accused of obstructing from a legal standpoint. He cannot be accused of obstructing what he had a right to do and a legal obligation to do in order to save taxpayers tens of millions of dollars that was wasted on this sideshow circus act.
And now, Congressman Brooks, several of your Republican colleagues have called out Mueller for various inconsistencies in his report. Mueller himself seeming to have trouble this morning remembering some aspects of his own report. Do you think that hurts his credibility?
Well, any kind of report that is of this length is based on whatever evidence there may or may not be. Sometimes it boils down to conjecture or insight or inference. And as such, with a report of this length, you can expect that there are going to be any number of inconsistencies, and that's before you even hear from the exculpatory evidence that might have been presented had anyone had the audacity to falsely claim that there was conspiracy or collusion between Russia and President Trump or the Trump campaign. So that there would be inconsistency today that is being brought out, that doesn't surprise me, because that is normal anytime you're in a judicial type setting.
All right, Congressman Brooks, before I let you go, I want to quickly turn to the 2020 elections, another major topic we're, of course, keeping an eye on. Your office confirmed to OAN that you'll not be seeking a run for the Alabama Senate seat. Judge Roy Moore, as we know, is running again to take on Democrat Doug Jones. Do you plan on supporting his bid?
We have 5 different candidates that I'm aware of that are running for the United States Senate in no particular order. State Representative Arnold Mooney, Coach Tommy Tuberville, former Auburn coach, Congressman Bradley Byrne, Roy Moore, our Secretary of State, John Merrill, is running. All of them are fine candidates. All of them will absolutely destroy the Democrat, Doug Jones, in the general election. So I'm looking forward to whoever our nominee is and supporting them, because I have great confidence that that person will vote right rather than wrong, as the current senator, Democrat, has been doing.
All right, so you're sure that Republicans are going to be able to take that seat back from Democrats in the upcoming elections?
Absolutely. I give it 100% probability, in my opinion.
All right. Thank you so much for your input, Congressman Brooks. Always good to talk to you.
Thank you.